Did you know that the maximum flight speed of a butterfly is 12 miles per hour? That's 6 times faster than I, Stewart Vornbrock, can walk. Welcome back to Stu's News. Hello once again, my faithful fans. Many of you may recall my previous expose on the notorious short run of the Ellensburg slasher. Do you honestly believe that you're going to get away with this?
Absolutely. I left no clues, Stu. It's like I wasn't even there. I don't exist.
Or perhaps you may have seen me on last night's episode of Newswatch, where I interviewed Ellensburg School of Technology and Dance President Richard Pricklebottom on his recent decision to renovate the old tennis courts into a Civil War reenactment camp.
I think as long as we play war, we won't have to actually have war. Look at Vietnam, horrible tennis match.
And now I'm here to introduce my newest topic, a study on architecture. Architecture is all around us. In fact, President Pricklebottom himself was quoted in saying that there is not a single building on campus that does not incorporate architecture in some way. It's always a part of our lives. From where we live to where we shop, always is there architecture. I'm met here with Jean-Raphael Bernardo, who is the architect on many of ESTD's buildings here on campus. Hello, Jean.
Bonjour, Stu.
So tell me, what's it all about?
What?
The architecture. Tell me something about it.
You want to know about the design of the buildings? There was the first one that we did was the architecture for the technology.
And that's the one right next to the dance hall.
Oui.
This here is the completed work of Jean-Raphael Bernardo. As you can see from the intricate use of both brick and glass, architecture was and has been a heavy influence for Mr. Bernardo.
I'm not really sure what you're asking. You keep lumping architecture into one big term, and this is je ne sais quoi.
So you would describe architecture as being confusing.
You're confusing.
As I had perceived, architecture is a long and difficult process that's not for everybody. Jean-Raphael explained to me that creating architecture can take upwards to a year. 1 year max. Only a skilled eye can design structures so magnificent as our dance hall, our technology building, our psychology building, our student union center, or SUC, as it's locally referred. Even the dormitories themselves incorporate architecture in some way. However, in my search for these facts, I noticed something. Something that seemed very out of place. Hold on, stop it there.
On the site building?
Go back.
What is that?
This university doesn't have a psychology department. Here at Ellensburg School of Technology and Dance, we pride ourselves in our two main focuses, our technology major and our lesser-known dance major. This university in the past has had other programs, the Ancient Dead Languages major being number one and a cooking minor being the other. However, ESTD has never had a psychology department. So, the question remains, who built this building and why? What purpose does it serve on our campus? So, I decided to take a moment to think about psychology. Did you design the psychology building?
No.
I decided I should have a meeting with the school president and just get to the prickly bottom of this. So tell me, why does ESTD have a psychology building? We don't have a psychology department.
That thing's been here since before my tenure. It's old. Real old.
Would you say it's as old as time?
Not to my knowledge.
Just more questions, needing just more answers. President Pricklebottom didn't have much to say. His knowledge of the building just as clouded as mine. I knew my questions couldn't be answered by those in charge. I'd have to take to the streets and ask the students. Surely they must have noticed the building as I did. Excuse me, what do you think the psychology building's for? The grades. Have you ever been to the psychology building?
No.
What do you think's inside?
Psychology people?
Does that terrify you?
A little bit, yes.
Have you ever been to the psychology building?
No.
After a few failed attempts, a colleague of mine informed me of a new application, or app, for my cellular device. It's called Yik Yak, an anonymous digital board where students can post anything that's on their mind. I decided maybe if I asked the right person anonymously, I might get some more answers. We waited. Then finally, a reply. A user under the handle SexKitten6969 stated,
Our class had to switch rooms because of too many people, so they moved us to the psych building. It was hard to find my class. The place is a fucking maze. Fucking maze. It's a fucking maze. Fucking maze.
That was it. It all made sense now.
Stewart.
I present to you a puzzle. The pieces are all here. One mysterious piece of architecture. Its label, psychology. Its purpose, unknown. This university has cast a blind eye for too long. How long, you ask? As Pricklebottom said, this building is as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. The answers had been staring at me all along. And now we must take note on what we've gathered. Here we have the building itself, a massive, confusing protrusion of architecture. So now, who are our key players? First, we have ESTD President Richard Pricklebottom. Now he claims no knowledge of the building, but he does say that it is as old as time, referencing that old VHS classic, Beauty and the Beast. Now he's also renovating the old tennis courts into a Civil War field for reenactments. Next, we have Jean-Raphael Bernardo. Jean-Raphael was in charge of designing multiple buildings here on ESTD's campus, but not the psychology building. He was quoted in saying, though, that the building itself was
Confusing.
And finally, the last piece of the puzzle, SexKitten6969. SexKitten was found via the app Yik Yak. Its mascot, the horned yak. Yet another beast. She or he also told us that the building was maze-like.
Fucking maze.
Or perhaps more so, labyrinthian? Are you familiar with the Greek legend of the labyrinth? This university is using the psychology building as a labyrinth to hold a minotaur. That's right. Think about it. A tale as old as time, the Greeks, the beast, it all adds up. Perhaps Pricklebottom and SexKitten were warning me, warning us, that inside that maze, inside that building lies something terrible. Something that has the capability of destroying this entire university. And it won't stop until I find it. is Stewart Vornbrock. I've escaped the Minotaur, and I am now inside the elevator of the building. I think it got Pete. I don't know. Ah, it's coming! Pete! You survived!
You pushed me!
Okay, Stu, let's just film the last end bit and go home.
Yeah.
My leg is killing me.
Well, as you can see, I have once again solved the final mystery here at E.S. Ellensburg School of Technology and Dance. This has been another edition of Stu's News. Questions? Okay. Can I interview you for a second? Thank you. That's all I needed.